Hello all, welcome to lifeskills from Sanskrit. I'm Jigar. Today we're going to look at part 4 of personality development series using Natya Shastra by Bharat Muni. Now in the first 3 videos we've talked about a general overview, Angika Abhinay, which is body language. We've talked about Vachika Abhinay, which is our speech. Today we are going to look at Aharya, which is costume and appearance. So this is one part of acting and creating a persona, if you will, that Bharat Muni talks about. So Bharat Muni has overall given us 4. Today we are going to look at the third one, Aharya, appearance. Now what Bharat Muni tells us is, Nana avastha prakrutaya purvam naipatya saditaha angadibhir abhivyakti mupagachantya yatnataha. Now, we understand that if we are trying to create a persona, we have to appear like that particular persona that we have in mind. Now, when it comes to acting, it is conveyed through what kind of a costume the person wears. So for an example, if you have a role of a police officer, you'd be wearing a uniform of a police officer. If you're trying to look very rich, you'll be wearing really nice suit or very rich clothes with really rich accessories going with it. So we know that if we want to establish a particular character in acting, what we need to do is we need to make sure that we are wearing the right costume and we have the right appearance. Now, what Bharat Muni tries to tell us in this particular one, is that this is the easiest of all the acting skills that he talks about, be it Angika, Vachika, Aharya or Satvika. He says that if you're trying to establish a character, the easiest way to do it is Aharya. All you need to do is clothe the character in those certain clothes or costumes, and what is going to happen is you will be able to establish what you want. And as I said in my previous example, if you're trying to establish yourself as a policeman, all you would need to do is just wear the uniform of a policeman, and people who look at you will understand that what you're trying to convey. So what he says is that, look, out of all 4, this particular type of acting is the easiest. And what happens is all the other 3 are just basically then you're wrapping them around this costume. Now, the way we are looking at it, the personality development perspective is, if you're trying to develop a persona, what you want to do is you want to think about how you're going to dress, what kind of accessories you're going to wear, and how that will convey the message to other people about what you're trying to say. So for an example, again, if I were trying to look rich, what I would do is I would start wearing, well, expensive clothes and accessories, or clothes and accessories that look expensive. Now, this is very easy because you know that there's a saying, we dress for the job we want and we don't dress for the job we have. So we understand the value of dressing and appearance and grooming. So if we want to develop an effective persona, we have to work on our appearance, be it grooming or be it our clothes and accessories. If we can do that, if we start focusing on how well we dress every day, we can make a long-lasting impression on people around us. And what happens is, and I'm sure you've experienced this yourself, we do feel attracted to people who are well-groomed and well-presented. Now, I'm just not talking about romantic attraction. It's just one of those things where you feel that people who are nicely groomed and they are nicely presented, we feel that we can trust them. Generally, we tend to like them more. So that is what Bharat Muni talks about in this little piece. What he's trying to say is, look, if you're trying to develop a character, a persona, the easiest way to establish and make sure everybody understands what you're trying to achieve is to dress them properly in what you want to achieve. If you can do that, then all the other types of acting or the personas that you're trying to create, be it Angika, Vachika or Satvika, all of them will just wrap around the Aharya, the appearance that you're creating. And as I said, we all experience this in real life. Whenever we go out, whenever we make friends, and whenever we talk to strangers, how they appear, how they're groomed, what kind of clothes they are wearing, what kind of accessories they are wearing. And look, to be honest, it's one of the best conversation starters that we have. Generally, we start complimenting people on their dresses or accessories or whatever they're wearing to initiate that little conversation. So the better groomed and the better clothed you are, I'm sure people would want to approach you and start that little conversation. So what does Bharat Muni say? Let's have a look. He says, Nana avastha prakrutaya purvam naipathya saditaha angadibhirabhivyakti mupagachantya yatnataha. What he's trying to say here is, there are different ways to build a character. Clothes and appearance can achieve it easily without much efforts of body language and others. So, if you're trying to develop a persona, if you're trying to impress people, the easiest way is dress properly and groom yourself properly, and all of the other things will just be reinforcement. Thank you for joining me today. Stay positive, stay tuned.